It is mean to watch your fullback put his gingle on the line and want to put a shot on someone. And he was like, couple of centimeters south. It was us been a secchi hit, bro. We were like busting him across the sideline. So the fact that he put his body on the line and wants to bucker someone, that's awesome to see. You're coming out strong with some 60-minute shit here now, man. It's your Kaea Kele turn, bro. Look, I said them, I put them up. Let's move on, bro. We're listening to your Kaea Kele.
My Kaea Kele is probably it's probably an obvious one. As a Queenslander,
but right now, we all have.
I'm gonna give my Kaea Kele to. Hello, Falava, and welcome into another episode of the 135 Footy Show, proudly brought to you by the Weswes Network. You can go check us out over at theweswes.com website. You'll be able to find us and all our other podcasts over there, as well as articles written by our very own columnists, including Bruce Leroy. Welcome in, Us. Good to have you back on the show, brother.
Malotans. Yeah, what's up, listeners, viewers, man? Yeah, thanks for having me. Also, bro, it's been a good listen the last few weeks. I listened to the boys and yourself, but yeah, good to be back.
Nice, bro. And it's Samoan Language Week over here as well. So, malo lava, and thank you for tuning in. We'll get right into it, and we'll talk about some of those beautiful Samoan players that have been ripping up the comp this week. Round 13 done and dusted, and game 1 of Origin done as well. Before we get into those, let's go straight to our awards. Your all eyes for the weekend, Wolves. Who stood out to you for the weekend?
My all eyes this week, man. I'm proud to say I'm gonna give some flowers to Thomas Mikaele for
nice
for having his 100th appearance in the NRL, man. Just a bit of a personal one for our family. Hugely proud of this fella and where he's got to. More so for his demeanor and the way he carries himself off the field. He's a real example to the rest of the Nifs and the nieces in my ainga. But yeah, man, it was following him since his debut, bro. It's been it's kind of been he's almost been kind of like I don't want to say journeyman, but it hasn't been smooth sailing.
Yeah.
Hasn't been guaranteed of too many contracts. Has had to fight his way. Playing match to match. Started off with the Tigers. And an awesome coach in Madge Maguire, but obviously we know the fortunes of the Tigers in that period, man, and he had a good opportunity and moved over to England, but due to personal stuff with his ainga and that, had to move back and pretty much start from scratch. So
that's right.
I want to say his back half of his career, as so far to date, has been awesome and culminating in, well, hopefully will be the start of pretty much he's working his way up there, man. Like he's got himself a starting spot on the Cowboys team.
Yeah, man.
And he's probably had his best season to date. Hugely proud, bro. Just to even play one NRL game puts you in elite company, and to play 100, man, the chances of that is so rare, man. So big ups to Tom, big ups to my sister Tana and Bill and all the kapuai they've given him over the years, and here's to another 100 for Tommy the Nef Malo also.
Nice shout out, bro. And man, he's been so close thereabouts in so many games, and I thought he's gonna finally get his first meat pie. Wasn't to be. He got close again on the weekend. Every time he does it too, I always get ready to celebrate, get ready to message you. It's like, yeah, man. But nice call out, bro. My all eyes goes to a player from last Wednesday's State of Origin, but also the last game of the round, Casey McLean, New South Wales, but also a Kiwi. He was amazing, like just for his debut in the end of that New South Wales game, just what he was able to do there. But then backing up against the Warriors as well, just the composure he held. And really, yeah, like they say, players that get into that Origin arena and able to kind of lift their game. And yeah, he really showed that in that effort he had for the Panthers. So unfortunately, against two of my teams, I am going my all eyes and giving it to Casey McLean. Kiwi there. Your Kaea Kele, bro. What was not impressive over the weekend? There's a lot to talk about, but what stood out for you?
Kaea Kele should come as no surprise, to reigning premiers Brisbane Broncos for that absolute embarrassment of a performance on Sunday against the Dragons, handing Dragons their elusive and first win of the season, bro. And this is not to diminish the Dragons. I don't want to take any credit off them. They're hugely deserving of the win, and they've actually been performing really well without much luck. Or even without much polish at the end of their sets. We all know their pack is good. Some good youngsters there in the forwards, man. Their D's pretty alright. Like a lot of teams shoot themselves in the foot, but the Dragons, they always give themselves an opportunity, but just haven't been able to score a lot of points. But with the Bronx, bro, they were pouring them on like it was Swiss cheese in the back in the defensive line of the Broncos there, bro. Just holes everywhere, man. And yeah, it's hard to say, man. It's been kind of on a downward spiral 4 in a row now. But I thought 2 weeks ago was one of their worst performances, and then they backed that up last week. Against the Wars, I was kind of making excuses. We didn't really get a chance to really do anything that game. But it was almost masked like what was coming. Like just the performances have been since Manly and then the Roosters. They've been kind of like I always say, you don't mind losing, but if the performance and you're losing a particular way is not good, then a lot of issues, man. We'll touch on that later on, or hopefully not too much, but yeah, just a shit performance. The shitty starts. There's I don't know where to start, but just Kaea Kele, easy one for me, Bronx.
Nice, bro. We won't go into too much of that game actually and try and break it down. So we'll stay on the Bronx here, just because Payne Haas, for his big game back, he was willing to step up, and so he was pretty scathing. Just say, it's a lot of talk. We're just bullshitting to each other, like we say all this stuff, but we're not doing it out here. So, especially for a senior player like that to come out and say that, like, is it? I look at the players, like it's pretty much the same squad, bar a few players. Is it? I don't know. Like as a fan, firstly as a fan, just the reaction. Is it because like the satisfaction knowing you won it last year, or is it still hurt to just see them playing that rubbish? Like, can you kind of be forgiven going, oh, well, we took it last year? Or is it still hurt just as much seeing them put on shit like that yesterday?
Oh, yeah, nah, bro. As a fan, it's shit seeing bad performances. And I agree with Payne, bro. And it almost coincides with when he was out. When Payne was out, and then they had a week without him, and then Payne and Staggs was out, both of them. And and then you saw the performances kind of go downhill. And then Sunday, just showing the class, he was heads above. He was one of the best players in the game. Definitely the best Broncos in the game. And it was almost like 200 meters, fucking heaps of breaks. But it was almost as if he just arrived back to the team on the field and he was thinking himself, what the fuck you guys been doing down here without me the last month, man? What's going on here? Why are you guys playing like this for?
Well, I think that was it was quite obvious, like just the level he was playing at.
There's just a lot of guys performing. We're not at our strength. We're not. As a team, definitely. But individually, a lot of our seniors are just not at the top of their game, bro. And it doesn't take much, man, for you to be off a 0.5%, and you'll get done in this NRL.
Just another point around that, that's the thing. Like a lot of the talent in your team, a lot of the senior guys, they seem a bit walking wounded. Like the spark isn't there. Like there's been a lot of injuries. there was a lot of contention about it last year, but is it off the back of Madge gave them a rest this time? Like they had the bye and he gave them 4 days rest. I don't know. Like, is the training is it caught up? Just that Madge training has it caught up with some of the guys because just the number of injuries and just
I thought
they don't 100%.
You're coming out strong with some 60-minute shit here now, man. It's your guy, Kele turn, bro. Look, I said them, I put them up. Let's move on, bro. We're listening to your guy, Kele.
My guy Kele is probably it's probably an obvious one. As a Queenslander, but
right now, we all have.
I'm going to give my guy Kele to Ashley Klein send off.
Oh, really? You don't agree?
Like, it's really well.
You don't
I think
agree.
in the heat of the moment, I don't agree. I think it should have been a sin bin. Like you look at it. Well, yeah.
Do you agree? Like, it was shoulder to the face, shoulder to the chin.
Maybe it was head on head and the shoulder slipped up. Like there's that other angle that you see when he comes in fast. Because it's so quick. Unless you're going frame by frame, it looks like head and then the shoulder comes, but I think his head's gone by the time the shoulder comes. So it looks like a head.
If it touches,
and the shoulder would have hit it, but the head's already gone.
But yeah, it's you know what? At the
time,
like
I was head on head, and I missed the shoulder thing. So.
But it wasn't head on head. Oh yeah. It was, but it looked like head on head. It was kind of like 4 or 5 angles, but the one angle you saw the head on shoulder. But I was like you. I was spewing, bro. I was like, come on. But when you after the mission goes down, you look at it again. The way he had his his elbow tucked, and then he turns because he makes his way across, and he doesn't tackle him on the right shoulder. He kind of like straightens up and then fucking turns his left shoulder into him, which looking at it, bro, judging it from my point of view, it is mean to watch your fullback put his gingle on the line and want to put a shot on someone. And he was like, couple of centimeters south, it was a Seki hit, bro. We were like busting him across the sideline. So the fact that he put his body on the line and wants to bucker someone, that's awesome to see. But at the same time, bro, he that fine line, and that was the difference, yo. He lost the game for us, man. Got sent off.
Yes. Well, let's get into that then. Let's get into Origin and what the game was. Let's start with the long kick. So the game.
You truly believe that's a red? Oh, that's a send off, bro. You don't think that's too much? I mean, you don't think that's that warrants a send off?
I thought it was a sin bin. Like, yeah, I guess you can never tell. Like, I don't think it's hard to say that's what influenced the game. I just feel like it didn't warrant it. Either way, because I'm the same. I complain when guys get sent off, like Kola, don't get to come back, yet the other guy plays on after, 10 minutes. And so it is a real hard one. But it is what it is. I'll take it for what it was. I thought it was a Kaea call in the moment. Given the bunkers, saying that it's at least a sin bin. So he could have looked at it the same way. Yeah. Maybe I'll open my other eye next time I watch the replay.
But it's within the rules.
Yeah.
I thought it was weird, but it is within the rules too. At the time, I thought, fuck, that's bullshit. When you could hear the dialogue between him and the video ref, and the video ref is actually giving his opinion. It's like a head-on-head clash. Probably only sin bin sufficient along those lines. But you could hear Ashley Klein, like straight away. It was almost like as soon as it happened, he made the call. He made the call like he was saying that's it's a possible send off. Blah blah blah. Shoulder to head.
Yeah.
And then I seen that. I paused that shot of him at the actual time of impact when they made it. It was close to the wing, right? And there's like he's like close towards the middle of the field with about 3 or 4 defenders or 3 or 4 players along that site. So the guy upstairs, he's overruled, who's had plenty of angles, like 3 or 4 angles, the ability to look at it, to slow it down, to pause it. He's kind of ignoring all of that and going on his gut instinct
Was his decision that
from
he made,
30, 40 meters away, bro. In the path of 3 or 4 players in between him and can he really see the point of the shoulder?
Yeah.
Is,
and I think it was a conviction thing for him. He's looked at like
the
way the game's
the process of that give me the shits, because you know why, bro? Because there's a lot of time that they go upstairs to check a try or check some bullshit to the lead up of a possible try, and then the video ref comes up with some clangers, and the ref almost knows it's a clanger, but he can't.
But he has to let it.
He gives the old, well, that's not my call, mate. Sorry, it's their call.
Yeah, that's how they've read it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but that's within the rules too. So, like, I don't mind the ref making a judgment call and taking responsibility. That's cool. It's my responsibility. I think it's this and that. But give the whole thing to him. Give him the ability to call a try, or not just foul play. But I'm kind of I take the emotion out of it, and I think it's probably is a red card, bro. But the thing we got out of that, bro, is without that incident, New South Wales don't win, bro. They weren't making meters. They weren't making any inroads into our defensive line until they started going out wide. Until Billy, and what do you think about this? Once when Katoni was getting the ball on that right hand side, Galofai.
Oh man, Capewell,
Capewell putting him out there in center.
Yeah,
and that was just starting their sets, bro. Like Katoni was making easy 20 meters off that, bro, and then they started getting a lot of ball down our line, bro. What do you think, bro? Instead of putting him at the back, put him at the back, but instead of moving Capewell out, they'd be better off bringing back Shibasaki and putting him on. I mean,
So I think that was one little thing maybe Billy got wrong there. Like we had Sheebs, like a proper center available there to kind of just swap out and slot in. Because you saw them straight away just target that once Capewell was there. Like he held his own, but still, like, good luck against Katoni. On the New South team though, like you're saying, before that happened, like though they didn't see any of those opportunities opening up. So with the team they go with, like, it almost makes it worse for them, because now that they've won, how do you make replacements? But Teddy was all sorts before he made that jump to save the game, and now he's the hero. So I feel like Dylan Edwards misses out, but like To'o made a few little mistakes, Critter as well. Like, do you see any changes coming from Laurie based on he's got the win, so it's almost like a harder thing for him to do now?
I think so. They got out of trouble, bro. You know, and that wasn't a good example. And the funny thing about it is that up until that point, bro, Teddy was handled, bro. Teddy was really like, was this the big change in fullback you guys brought? I want to talk about our fullback change, right?
Yeah,
and that's the beauty of Teddy as well. Teddy it's not that he played bad. I just thought that, and this is the thing with Origin, bro. This is between him and Cleary. It's almost like oil and water. I don't know oil and water, but that combination isn't as smooth as, like, obviously with Dylan Edwards, with the familiarity from the clubland, but always dangerous, bro. But just not. I think that combination with him and Cleary and what kind of ball to, because he stays around the middle, bro. Hey, he's not out the back kind of fullback, you know. And Cleary wants fast ball to him, bro. First, you know, run off him. And then, you know, the combination with the 9. I just thought they didn't play footy as well as we did. I think they were the game plan from New South Wales was quite robotic, and then they thought, you know, with the weather, just keep it tight.
It's almost trying to be too perfect with their
but they weren't, bro. Because you know why? out the backfield, you mentioned Tall, man. It was like he made like 3 errors in the first 5 minutes. I remember
Yeah.
Crichton. So they handed over a bit of ball to. It wasn't near perfect first half from the Queenslanders, but they
Yeah.
brought it upon themselves, bro. Tino was massive. I just thought their starting pack, bro. Fletcher and Tino, we kind of dominated the middle intensity, bro. The middle speed
Yeah.
off the line. Like I said, I think Fanua, Blake, and Barnett, we were pushing them to deep water, bro. You know, they were busy tackling, bro. And when it came to hitting the ball up, they didn't really do much damage, or I didn't think. And then we got these. Plath was huge, but we just got these Balangi back rows that are hard nosed and like hardworking, bro. Where is it? Kora, Capewell, Plath.
Yeah.
These are not big, huge
No
superstar names,
nonsense.
bro.
Yeah.
But they're your blue collar, fucking Queensland stereotypical tough players, bro, who do the donkey work, do the hard work, speed off the line, defend everything. And they gave us enough, bro. And even up in the second half, our backs looked dangerous, bro. Ponga looked dangerous every time he touched the ball. So
Yeah.
you'd have to think there should be some changes, bro. Laurie got lucky there. Who do you think should and will come in there?
Yeah. So
Flat fullback? You pick him.
I think
like,
so.
Do you think
I
Loz
think
will
just
pick
for
that call?
some. Well, no, that's the problem. I don't think Loz will make that call. They screwed him over by winning that game, I think, because you're right. Like Edwards would just give some more consistency to the flow of their game. Like I think Queensland did a really good job against Teddy. Like he was trying to be normal Teddy, but we got him behind. Like every time, as soon as he got a hold of the ball, we were wrapping him up. You know, real good defense on him because he's such a tackle breaker too. You know, once he's through the first or second guy, he's really hard to get a hold of. And we saw that later as we were struggling for numbers. But when early in the game, he was getting no meters. He's catching or he'd just get into position, and we're shutting him down. So I don't see Laurie, with that game winner. I don't see him doing it. Maybe Casey McLean. Like I think he was a real spark, and like I was saying, like maybe they'll see him as being more of a positive to try and bring on because. Yeah, like set for set, like you saw Queensland were the first ones to pull the trigger and start running the ball out of our. Like if Queensland didn't pull the trigger, there would have been a boring first half just playing the rugby that they wanted to play. It's just real, clinical, just kick, tackle. But I was like, oh, it's okay. But yeah, so it was good that Queensland actually broke out and just actually started playing some footy. And yeah, once they got on the positive side, I think that's the kind of footy that New South's really going to struggle with. Yeah, I don't know. Critter, he still looks injured. Like he seemed better. That run he had in the second half that set up that try. Like earlier in the game, people were saying, "Oh, he looks a bit injured," but then, man, when he does stuff like that, that's when you kind of know Critter.
That's always in Critter.
Has to be.
Critter's a top game player, but he started the game off not too well. He had that mistake.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I was him, I'd be worried. But I'd definitely have to agree with you. McLean, bro, you got to put him somewhere. I don't know what the outlook for Kohler's injury with the HIA because he didn't come back.
I think Manly's asking for dispensation because they're saying he trained, he looked all right. So can we change the 11-day stand down? But I don't know.
On the basis, like I heard Willie Mason's team, right? After a win from New South Wales, he was willing to make 5 or 6 changes, bro. And he put Casey McLean there on the wing. And then the wing, and he was willing to change. Yeah. Teddy replaced Teddy with Dylan
Edwards.
Dylan
Edwards.
Dylan Edwards, sorry.
Yeah.
And even at centre, if Latrell was fit and available, he would put him ahead of Crichton. So already your back five's changed quite a bit there, bro. And I tend to agree. If you're looking at like fucking that's an attacking team right there, bro.
Yeah.
Latrell, Latrell and McLean on one left hand side, and then you got
Yeah, because
Kotoni and
McLean was a
To'o
handful.
that
Yeah,
went on the right. I don't know Kotoni.
yeah,
Oh, if Latrell's available, bro, then it's you toss it up between Crichton and Staggs, and I think on personally
yeah,
for
yeah.
me on form probably Staggs, but Critters he can pull it out. He's a big time player, bro. He's just unfortunately for Critter, bro. His owl that he's playing for is mud, bro, and it's almost like brought down his game a bit this year. But yeah, what do you reckon, halves, bro? They keep Strange. He was probably their best player, eh?
Yeah, I think so. Like just the positive nature and just his confidence. Like it's well, again, like you don't want to break that.
But
Like if you're New
do
South,
you
you
think if
want to
Mossy
keep
is
him there.
available,
Like
they'll bring him in though?
I don't know. Like depends if Mossy even plays before they hit the next Origin. I think they're racing the clock that he might play that Monday game. But again, like why would you risk it when this guy he's already proven himself? So yeah, for me it just feels like you're risking because you know Moses has got that kicking game, but do you need it? Like yeah, it kind of because even then, like there was a lot of talk that they were going to bring in a few other number sevens, and so it was kind of last minute that this guy got the call up. So yeah, I think even if Moses is healthy, I think you stick with him after what he did. But yeah, I don't know. It's just mucking around with a team. Like there's other areas they need to sort. The Fords, like you said, for Noah Blake, like he did okay. Like at moments he was blowing. He seemed to come back in his second stint a bit better. I don't know. What do you think of the New South Fords? Like you say, now getting struggling in the beginning of that game.
Yeah, I
I
thought
don't know if there's a space for
it kind of
Cyril May.
yeah, I don't know. They looked a lot better when Cameron Murray and Radley come in the middle. Um,
Yeah,
I thought both for Noah Blake and Barnett, we didn't see their best in game one. Payne is going to replace someone, bro. So I wouldn't mind seeing
yeah, that's right.
Anthony Blake off. If I'm the selector, they got so much firepower, bro, to choose from, bro. But I don't think they had the right combinations there, especially in the forwards, bro. I thought just Barnett and Anthony Blake were probably not didn't have the mobility to keep up with the Queensland middles. So Payne would start definitely. Fanor Blake and Barnett, to be honest with you, bro. I think the best combination would have those two on the bench and put the captain Azael at the other prop position and start Cameron Murray. Azael is the other prop.
I think they look really good
alongside
yeah.
Oh yeah, but Brady's not
Brady
available
looked really
now.
good when he came
He's
on.
another one, bro, that I was surprised didn't start. I see Reece Robson, and he's a real defensive middle, but Brayley, bro, with these props, bro, with the size of their pack, he would be awesome, bro. Just his work around the rock, bro. Drawing in middles, man. But unfortunately for him, bro, he'll be gone with a shoulder injury. I think it's a shoulder.
Yeah.
And the second row is the second row, bro. They got broken arm. They can put anyone in the second row to do a job. Young and Olukwatu, they're probably two of the form second rows of the comp. Yeah. But I thought we handled them as well, bro. So I don't know. They got options, bro. They got Agnes to come. They got a few guys that they can look at, but it doesn't matter. What about our team, Moose? Would you change anything?
Nah, I think our team was solid. I thought maybe outside of injury, like I saw a few of the boys from the games over the weekend. Toya looked like he was struggling a bit in that Roosters game. So I'm not sure if anything will come of that. Hopefully he pulls up all right. Jojo was okay. Like he was a bit quiet when he had his moments. He was good. So yeah, no, like those were the Jojo was probably one of the the only ones I was kind of like, oh, that's a different face. Maybe Britain, Nikora. Like I know it's the eligibility things, but he was a bit trash for us. Like, unless we got some other second rows,
I really honestly think
like Finefuyaki, maybe.
he didn't think yeah. I would like to see him, man.
He got those 2 penalties late.
Yeah, I thought Nicola was
expensive for us.
Yeah. Definitely going to be changes in the interchange. I don't think Paddy Carrigan will be out for a while.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, I wouldn't change them, bro. I think this is the team after the performance on last week. Give them a chance to. How good was Selwyn Cobbo, bro? He was really good in that first half, bro.
Right, he was close
just
to.
on
If
Jojo
it wasn't for Casey, he was my.
I thought the ball didn't come his way.
Yeah, exactly.
On Jojo Fafita, bro,
much ball,
making his debut. I thought it was a tough one for him because hardly saw much ball, but a lot of people were dogging him because he dropped the high ball, and it doesn't take much for Origin or at that level of error of someone. You might not touch the ball for 2 or 3 sets, bro, and it was coming at an important time too. But outside of that, bro, he did his job, man. He's a big, strong body, and I think he'll be getting into his work, just realizing the pace of Origin. But I'd give them all another chance, bro. Who would you come back, put on the interchange, though? You'd have to say Finefuyaki, for Paddy Carrigan.
Yeah, I reckon he comes up the list now. Yeah, Finefuyaki comes up there unless I saw David Fafita might be coming back this week. He wasn't due back for another few weeks, so be interesting. Like he hasn't played in a long time, so
he has one game and kills it.
Be breaking in
straight in there.
Does some Dave Fafita stuff. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if he does some Fafita magic, which he can, then it might spark the conversation again. Nice. Let's look forward to game 2. All right. Let's quickly just. I know you missed the game, but Warriors versus Panthers yesterday afternoon, last game of the round. Both teams completing at 90%, was up around 94% only until the end of just before the end of the game. Real high quality game. As a Wasps fan, just real proud to see them play like a 1 and 2. Usually those kind of games when we're up there or thereabouts, we kind of meet these teams and then we realize we actually go by. So it's like, it's just a good run, and now we've actually met the number 1 team, and we're actually not on the pace. So it was a real, yes, coming off a loss, but a positive loss for the Warriors to get a measure of where they're at against the top team. Yes, the Panthers missing some of their stars, but yeah, still the Warriors getting close, and I think the thing for them too is taking the positives of the ability that they're nearly there. Like it wasn't like they were struggling for points, that they, sometimes you just see those games where you just haven't got answers. Like you're hitting, you're coming close, but you can't figure out a way to score. Whereas they butchered a couple out there themselves. They had a couple calls go against them. So just a few things like that's the game of footy, but it's good to see that a few calls go your way and the game can be very different. So I think it's a real, a good insight into where the guys are at. Still a lot to work on, but there or thereabouts, like a few things just need to go their way in the game of footy. I don't know, your thoughts so far? Like there's a long season to go. People are kind of already starting to talk about writing off some teams, but this is kind of where we were last year when, the Broncos were around about the same position last year and the Panthers hadn't, they were wallowing down at the bottom of the comp around this time of the year, and that's when kind of, even Ivan Cleary at the time was like, well, comps aren't won in June, they're won in September. So very much the same, as much as people are getting excited about the Warriors at this point. Just your thoughts on projection, or what you've heard from that game yesterday.
Oh yeah, I just seen the mini highlights, bro. But it's I don't know. It's still not well, for me anyway, a clear indication of whether the Warriors are premiership quality or not. Only because bro, the Panthers beat Usos, man. Without Cleary and without Isaiah, there's probably another 2 or 3 tries there. We don't know that. but you guys were close to your top team.
Mm.
Mitchell, and it was surprising for Mitch Barnett. Apparently, he only played about 35 minutes, but they gave him a rest, bro. I think that was more to do with the omen of, remember last year, after game 1, he backed up for the Waz, and then that's when he got his injury. But I was surprised that
that's when he got his injury.
they gave them him and Capewell a rest. I probably thought Capewell out of everyone deserved the rest, but close to their 18, bro, and then the Panthers to do a job on you guys without 2 of their best team and in the spine. Man, the Warriors are up there with the Panthers, form teams of the comp, and definitely can finish top 4. And if you're in top 4, anything can happen. But I just, I don't know. I want to see, yeah, bro. I want to see them beat the Panthers at their best. You know, teams like Manly at their best, when Manly are at their best, who are like coming. Just these top, you know, they've fussied the Bronx, they've fussied a lot of teams, but we've seen this all before, bro. So this is the big question: is Tamani Martin is he the 7 to take you guys to glory, or what were you guys going to need Metcalf to come and do some dancing before he goes to the Dragons? Still a lot of unknowns to me, Brandon. I'm trying to be a hater. Don't come at me, Waz fans, but I'm just trying to be realist. We've seen this the last 2-3 years, bro. They're awesome during the year, very consistent, but I've just not been able to take that extra step up. So, yeah, just me being real, but no, definitely team, one of the form teams of the comp so far, and been a great year.
And I think it's the same comments like we've had previous years as well. Like when there isn't evidence, it's hard to try and have these hopes. And so we have beaten a lot of the teams higher on the ladder previously in the weeks. But you're right. Some of those games, like I would like. So I think the draw's actually it's a hard draw, but it's one that I like. Like usually we get a favored draw and we kind of get a good run, whereas I think all the games are hard, but we got a good bunch of games that's kind of given us a real solid run in, like for the second half of the season. So you get the Sharks and the Cowboys. So, the Sharks took us out last time we were at Shark Park. So this is a good one to kind of, get that rubber back on them, and it's at home. So that'll be a good one. The Cowboys, they've had some stunning wins, and then they drop off like they did the week before. Dolphins, they're a hard team to gauge. Like they're there or thereabouts. We took them out the first time. So it'd be good to see them, try and gauge where they're at. Tigers, Dragons. I mean, this
is a good run of 3.
Like the Tigers.
This is a good run. Yeah, these 3 games.
So these are all winnable.
Sharks, Cowboys, and Dolphins before the bye.
Dolphins,
yeah,
before the bye. It's just a nice little
against decent teams.
Then we get Tigers, Dragons, Dogs, and Titans. So it's almost like after that bye, you get kind of a flatter run. And then the run home to the end of the season is real good. So we get Panthers again. So this will be a real good. This is in August. And hopefully all the stars are there. So this is a really good, kind of month out from the real important time of the season. This is where we should really get a gauge. And both teams will have their starting players likely. Then we get the Broncos straight after that. So that's real 2 telling games back to back. So I think those runs, then into the Rabbitohs, Knights, and Manly. So
your last 5, bro?
The way the season's going to run.
I think your
out,
last 5
is really going to tell where we sit. Yeah, we'll either really know that we're
that's
having
a really good run
into the finals, or we're falling off the cliff.
Yeah,
and it could be one of those runs that we just fall off a cliff, and like that's probably what that's where I like it. Like it's going to tell you real quick where we're at. And so I think the draw actually works out really good to kind of help us keep building. Like we get a bit of a breather now, reset some solid but not the hardest games to ease back into it. And I think it's good, like just the breaks are just in time for those headset resets before we get ahead of ourselves going, oh look, we're beating some more teams. So for the team themselves, I think the buys come at the right time, even though they're short, just helps them stop getting ahead of themselves too far. So, really building into their season. So, I agree. Like there's still a lot of proof in the pudding to happen. And some of these games that are coming up, I think especially the Sharks and Tigers, they'll really want to hit those. Those are the ones they kind of dropped off. Like, yes, they had Metcalf, but I think we just had some injuries. I don't know what happened there, why it seems to be those 2 games that Metcalf played. I don't think that was the reason. It's just maybe a combination thing. But they seem settled, like you mentioned, like, is Tamaite the guy? Like, I think that's one thing we saw from the Warriors yesterday is that their systems are working really well. Like, you're not dependent on a Tamaite or a Metcalf now. Like, it looks like whoever comes in can do a role. I think the only thing that we were missing yesterday, and that's just that spark. Like, you looked at a lot of the game yesterday was kind of in the balance, and it was a real arm wrestle. And probably both teams, like the Panthers had Casey, but like you said, like there's points left out there without Isaiah Yeo or Nathan Cleary to kind of do their thing. And then the same for the Warriors. Like, we were missing Roger. Like, there's just kind of in the middle, we're getting a lot of ball through the backs, and they were just doing some hard running. And then Tane. So Tuapiki looks like probably the guy. Like, he looks like our guy to kind of spark it. Outside of him, like, I think everyone just plays their part. So like Chanel, Tamaite, they're not. I think it's a real structured game. Like, there's nothing amazing that they're pulling out at the moment. And so it looks like the points, the X factor is coming out of Tane. So that's probably the only thing. Like, when you look around the team, you haven't got all these different playmakers. Lecker's been a bit, I don't know if he got injured in the game yesterday, because he seemed like the likely guy. But, yeah, definitely. I think by that time we'll find out, who the guys are going to step up. And a few of those little niggly injuries should be gone. Like, Wade Egan's really coming into his own, so he's been good. Like, just looks like he's carrying something at the moment. So, yeah, once he's 100% by August, I think we'll really know where the Warriors game's at. NRL draft, mate. How'd you go this week? You stopped updating your team. I don't know what's going on there, mate.
Not
you
good, bro.
You still playing draft?
Yeah, not good, man.
White tail time.
The last couple of weeks is just some lazy errors and not updating the team. But I come against one of the table toppers this year or next, Stacey, and I made a stupid error of not putting Twall and replacing my prop. He scored 72 points. But yeah, man, I'm battling away at the bottom of the table, bro. But 4-9, man, 9 losses. But all is well, bro. All is well. It's easy days, mate. Some weeks I check it and make changes. Other weeks I forget, bro. But Clutch City, how good he's going, bro? 11-2, leading the comp, 22 points on his own.
Clutch City, yeah, mate. Yeah, he's well ahead. He's a bit of a Panthers this season. I don't know how he's doing that. This guy rigged his team before the comp. But like you said, mate, Clutch City taking it out. Godsword coming in second this year or next is ours. Stacey coming in at third. Bob, D's Nuts, and Tryhard rounding out the top 6. Golden Ali taking out the bottom title at the moment. Him and Mandingo fighting every week to keep that wooden spoon. Let's get into the previews for this week. Another short week. Round 14 was Seagulls and Rabbitohs. I think Latrell's still out for this one. We forgot to mention, actually, Fosball is alive and well for the next 3 years. Being announced the head coach to take over for the next 3 years. Just your thoughts on that before we get into this result?
Oh, congratulations. Oh, that was an easy decision, man. I think I mentioned it last time I was on the pod.
Yeah.
Man, you got to hurry up and sign him, man, because he is quality and you've seen the effect he's had. So big ups to him, man. Big ups to another Kiwi doing his thing. Both him and Benji, man, some legendary halves who wore the Kiwis jerseys. Good to see them in the coaching game. But yeah, bro, I think that news and Manly at 4 points. I'm going to go see Eagles on this one, bro.
Oh, yeah. I will have to agree with you at 4 points. And with that announcement, yeah, I reckon they'll get up for Foz against Bennett. So yeah, this should be a real good one. Storm coming off a win, looking a lot more Storm like against the Roosters last week. the Knights really looking good when their stars are back in for them. So they seem to be clicking. How you see this one going?
Yeah, I don't. Form, you'd have to say Knights. And I'm going to stick to the Knights, even though Storm are getting better and better. How good Sua Fa'alongo going, bro? He is the mantis at the moment, and he's been saving Storm. He's the best
As long as he stays
Storm
fit to
player.
World Cup, I'll be happy, man.
And it's down there too, but I'm going to go out on limb. I'm going to say the Knights in this one, bro. In the upswing, because they got Knights at $2.29 outsiders.
Damn. Yeah, I'm going to go Storm just off the back of what I saw last week. Yeah, they seem to be clicking. That Cooper Clark seems to be coming into his own, starting to realize how big he was. Some of those straight runs were menacing. So I'm going to go Storm with that one. Raiders Roosters over there at GIO. They picked up a good one against the Cowboys. Yeah, they're starting to look all right again. The Raiders.
Yes, agree, and yeah, it's down there on their home ground, so I think it'll be right up there with possibly game of the round. Yeah, man. Roosters looking to come back after that disgusting performance last week.
Yeah, actually.
So I'm gonna pick the Raiders in a close one.
Yeah, I agree. I reckon the Raiders get up over the Roosters over there. Cowboys and Dolphins. Oh, yeah, Dolphins. Up there.
Ooh, actually, I like this one too. Another possible game of the round. Yeah, up in Townsville. Two awesome attacking teams. Unfortunately, didn't not available. So hopefully the Nef doesn't hear this. I don't think he really pays attention to our pod, but I'm going to tip the Dolphins on this one.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go Cowboys. I don't know. They've just been so inconsistent. I see them bouncing back. So yeah, we'll go Cowboys up there at Townsville. Your Broncos, four Queensland derbies this weekend. So you got the Dolphins, Cowboys, and Broncos Titans at Suncorp. Broncos disappointing at home last week. Gonna have to definitely put this on. I'm going Broncos in a big one here.
Yeah, also interesting changes with Ezra Mann being put to the interchange bench, which basically means I don't think he'll get on. They got Ben Hunt there already on the interchange bench, so he's been dropped for a pitiful performance. But good to see Duffy's quality, bro. Duffy's, he's going to put his hand up with Pezzett fighting out for that Reno spot over the next couple of years. So yeah, bro, I'm going to say the Broncos in this local derby.
Nice. Good to see All Blacks tough there on the bench. Might get a run. We'll see how that goes. The Tigers and Panthers.
Bro, I'm gonna say pick an upset here, bro. I'm gonna go for the Tigers. Yeah, I just think the Tigers at their best can foot it with most teams, bro. And I think they'll there's a lot of players who know each other, played with each other, so I think they can get up in this one also. Tigers in a close one.
Yeah, I was thinking exactly the same thing. Yeah, I don't know why. But yeah, I think just Tigers ball, just their positivity, and again, like you're saying, just some of these old heads that are coming together. I think the Tigers can pull one out against the Panthers, so helps the Wires table as well. So I'll go Tigers with this one. Sharks and Dragons.
Sharks and the Dragons. Oh, this is one of those local derbies. Sharks should smash these guys, bro. But I'm gonna say Dragons, bro. Another upset.
So should have the guys last week.
They got their tails up now.
Eesh.
They're gonna be good following on their team.
Yeah, I'm just wondering. I want the Dragons to win. I don't want the Sharks to be angry and fussy the Warriors the following week because they're angry. So I'm gonna go Sharks to win this one. Put the Sharks back to where they belong. I mean, I'm gonna say the Sharks to tame the Dragons. And finishing up a Monday game. This one's for Monday goes in, and it's the Doggies versus the Eels. We already had this derby already, but might be a repeat. I think the Eels came out after this one last time because the
not long
Dogs
ago
were coming
too.
off their high against the Panthers.
I don't know if you call this one a somewhat upset, but yep, according to the TAB, this will be an upset. So I'm going to pick the Eels. And this is a traditional fixture, bro. Both teams, regardless of where they are on the table, bro, these two teams, coming back from the 80s when they used to fucking go at it in the 80s and 90s in the grand finals, they always bring it in this game, eh? So I'm going to pick the Eels in this one.
Ooh. Yeah, it'll be interesting if they get Mitchell Moses back in time for this one, but the Eels picked them earlier.
No, he's not named.
So I'm going to go the Dogs to bounce back from that loss. Yeah, okay. So I'll go Doggies over the Eels in this one. It should be a good game. Yeah, the week of games actually looks not too bad. Good rostering again. Nice, Us. Any last words? Oh, you got a little cheeky multi there. Chuck in a little couple heads there for a multi. What legs you got?
Yeah, also I'm going to go for the high-scoring Cowboys and Dolphins game and pick two doubles. One to Cobo and one to Taulangi. So a double each from that game. I'm not really willing to pick a winner out of that one.
Damn, a double each. All right, since we're doing the doubles, I will go Sharks game, and I will go double. Let me just check, make sure he's playing. He loves a double. Yep, I'll go Sam Stone Street for the double against the Dragons. Stone Street, nice. All right, as always, bet responsibly. Any last words, Us?
Just good luck to all the kids playing footy this weekend. Especially to my boys' two teams. His under 12s, Southport Tigers league team, and his under 13s, Kim Crushers Union team on Sunday. So all the best to those two teams also. And bro, good to come along again, bro. We'll catch up soon, Us.
Nice, Us. Just a quick one from me. Like Stace always says, the game of NRL's a great game, but there's always other more important stuff. So just a quick word from me out to my niece's husband, Sotia. Great Pirates coach and stalwart rugby league. He's doing it harder at the moment. So prayers and thoughts to Tia and the team. And hopefully he recovers soon. Hi, Everly.
Yeah, same to me. All the best.
Cheers, all. Thanks if you've tuned in to us for this long. Hi, Everly. Please go check us out over at our home on YouTube, the Weswes Sports channel. And you can also go check us out and all the other podcasts over at theweswes.com. After, thank you lots, and we'll catch you next week. Bye. Hey, Everly.
West, y'all.